Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Classic Comics. Today I am reviewing Three Jokers, issue number 2. Again, this issue by Jeff Johns with art by Jason Fabok. The cover, again, is really good, really grabs the eye. Another portrait of the Joker. Now, the story starts off kind of just in this kind of suburban neighborhood. And a van pulls up, and it's the Joker who comes into the house as if it's his home. And there's a lady here who's prepared dinner for him. And they just sort of have a conversation like they're, husband and wife. The Joker asks where Junior is, so she goes to get her son. And the kid's hiding out on the stairs, and he asks, why do we have to do this? Why can't we just leave? And she says, well, it's not a good idea. And so they sort of reluctantly go to the kitchen and sit down and have dinner with him. And then it turns out that this whole thing is just a fantasy. This Joker is, he's really just sitting down and having a meal with a mannequin and a teddy bear. And this other Joker asks him, who are you having dinner with? Joker's just kind of like, myself. Haha. And Joker says, the other Joker, the other Joker says this is a waste of time. And he says that, the other, one of us has been killed. So then we go back, of course, in the previous issue, Jason Todd killed one of the Jokers. Then we cut to Batman. Now there's been another Joker killing. And this is a judge. A corrupt judge who's been killed apparently by the Joker. And this judge he took bribes to help people get out of Arkham, apparently. So he was sort of responsible, at least partly, for the revolving door that Arkham has had over the years. Then Batgirl arrives and tells Batman, we need to have a talk. And as they're driving away, she tells Batman about Jason killing the Joker, one of the Jokers in the previous issue. Once again, Fabok is borrowing from Watchmen with a very simple, straightforward panel style. It's mainly, just 9 panels on most pages, only deviating from that format occasionally. He's pretty consistent with that through the issue. Now, this approach to storytelling, it can be pretty dull unless you have a very talented writer and artist, which, fortunately, we do in this case. But when she tells Batman about Jason killing the Joker, he doesn't really have much of a reaction. He's just kind of like, oh, well, there's really not much we can do about it. And Batman's kind of angry about this. What are you talking about? Jason's a murderer. He's a criminal now. We have to bring him in. Batman starts making excuses, pretty much. And he just says, we can't do anything about it. If we arrest him for murder, he would be forced to unmask. And as the only witness, so would you. And this really, really aggravates me. I was afraid that this might happen after Jason killed Joker in the last issue. I find it hard to believe that there are going to be any real long, standing consequences to Jason murdering someone. And it's starting to look like I was right on that. Red Hood has tracked down a couple of Joker's goons, who he's sort of beating the crap out of for information. And Jason figures out that the Joker was at this aquatic facility of some kind and goes to check it out. Meanwhile, Batman and Batgirl go to Blackgate Prison. And Batwoman asks, or I'm sorry, Batgirl, I keep calling her Batwoman. Batgirl asks, why have they come here? And it turns out that the judge who was killed, he was beaten to death with this humanitarian award that he had been given. And there were fingerprints on the award that matched Joe Chill. Joe Chill, or Joe Chilton, being the man that murdered Bruce Wayne's parents. And he was being kept in Blackgate, so they go there to question him. And it turns out that he's very sick. He's in the prison's hospital. He's got terminal cancer and is going to die within a few weeks. Then Batman informs Batgirl that Jason just accessed the Bat computers in the cave. We have his location now, so let's go track him down. We then go to this aquatic facility that Jason went to. And he breaks in. And he goes to the pool and just finds that the pool is filled with Joker chemicals and a bunch of bodies. And this is what they've done with all the chemicals that they stole from Ace Chemicals in the previous issue. And then the two Jokers that are left, they get the drop on him. And then Jason wakes up. And this is where we kind of get to the heart of the issue. So Jason wakes up. And then they start kind of taunting him and questioning him. And it turns out that, well, first of all, let's just say, so we've had these Jokers having different sort of designations. Johns gave them sort of different names. There's the criminal, the clown, and the comedian. Now, the clown was the one that got killed last issue, I believe. And then there's this one who seems to be more serious than the other two Jokers, who's designated the criminal. And he claims that he was the first. He was the original Joker. And I guess apparently he, for whatever reason, over the years decided to make other Jokers by using the same chemicals and creating other Jokers like himself. I mean, he never really gives a clear reason for why. But in talking to Jason, the Jokers reveal that they want Jason to be the next Joker. Because if you think about it, he's a good candidate. He has reasons to hate Batman a lot, which he kind of admits he does in this issue. And then, of course, there's the intriguing sort of twist that he has taken on the identity of the Red Hood, which was the identity that the Joker had before he became the Joker himself. So it seems to all fit together quite ironically. But they decide that it's probably not going to work because Jason's he's not clever enough. He's just kind of too dumb. And then they settle for beating him unconscious. Then Batgirl and Batman arrive to the aquatic facility. And when they get there, the various Jokers have all awakened and come out of the pool. And they're sort of mobbed by them. And then Batgirl and Batman fight them off. And then one of them rips off Batman's belt. And when it gets yanked off, that activates the Batmobile, which comes plowing in. And then they find the pool, which has now been drained with all the chemicals. And then Batgirl notices the writing on this door over here. They open up that closet and find Jason inside. And they ask Jason if he is all right. And, of course, he's like, am I all right? No, I'm not all right. And then he admits that he, hates Batman pretty much. and tells them what the Jokers had been planning for him. So they take Jason back to Batgirl's apartment for some reason, which doesn't really make any sense. Why don't they just take him to the cave? You know, they have medical equipment there at the cave to take care of him. So why don't they just take him there? But they let Jason rest. And Batgirl says, you know, what are we going to do about this? And Batman says, just let him sleep for now. I've got to go back out and keep looking for the Joker. Jason sleeps for a while, wakes up. He kind of looks around Barbara's apartment. He finds the wheelchair she had when she was paralyzed. Finds these various books on pain management and physical therapy that helped her to kind of cope. Batgirl, who had, I guess, left for a while, she comes back, and then she and Jason have a conversation. And mainly, Barbara just kind of expresses sympathy for him and what he's been through. And then we get this here, where they just kiss out of nowhere. And I really don't like this. It feels very out of place and very contrived to me to have Batgirl and Jason having some kind of a romance. Batgirl's already, you know, of course, she's had a long-standing kind of flirtation and relationship on again, off again with Dick Grayson over the years. And she's actually had a relationship with Batman too, I think, at one point. So, what, she's going to have one with Jason too now? That just seems kind of... First of all, it just seems out of nowhere. You know, it's not like these two really have all that close a connection. And I don't know. I just don't like it. But anyway, it's kind of helped because Batgirl immediately says, you know, oh, that was a mistake. We shouldn't have done that. Then we go back to Batman, who's trying, I guess, I don't know. He's on the back computer. What exactly he's doing, I don't know. Then we go back to Blackgate, and the Jokers have apparently attacked the Blackgate and have broken Joe Chill out of the prison. And then they set him up and are going to have him videotape a confession. As the Jokers say, it's finally time to confess, Mr. Chill. Why did you really kill Thomas and Martha Wayne? Why did you say that name? Okay. So, you know, I quite enjoyed the first issue of this, but this one really kind of frustrated me. Again, you know, the craftsmanship is great. I mean, it's an excellent product in terms of production value, I guess you say. The art is fantastic. The coloring is great. And Johns' dialogue is, you know, is good. It's well paced, you know, it moves along pretty well. It doesn't drag at all. But I really find myself kind of frustrated with a couple of the things in this issue. First of all, if Jason gets away with murdering the Joker and doesn't pay a price for it, well, a Joker, if Batman just lets him get away with this with no consequences, then Batman is a fraud and a hypocrite, straight up. I don't know if this is an Elseworlds thing or not, but I'm treating it as one unless proven otherwise. That might help a little with Jason committing murder, but it's still murder. If Batman lets him walk away from this without any consequences, I'm going to be really pissed, and I really strongly suspect that's what's going to happen. And again, the whole romantic subplot with Jason and Barbara, it just feels very out of place. Feels very shoehorned in. I don't even know why it's in there. So I'm giving this kind of a so-so recommendation for now. I mean, it's solid, but I don't like where it's heading. Is Batman against killing or not? Does he have his one rule or not? Or does he just have these rules when it's convenient? If he doesn't follow through with Jason, then he's a fraud. If it's okay for Jason to do this, then why not just let Jason kill anyone? All right. That is it for this issue. So, do you agree or disagree with my position on Jason killing the Joker? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this review, please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. And I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.